The rest of the grid line up here at the Autodromo Nazionale Monza. Watch for the green flag at the back of the grid. Then we'll have 5 lights. The engine revs build. And we are go at Monza. It's a very good start from Daniil Kvyat. His teammate Viso Yu getting swamped by Teo Elinas and Carlos Sainz. Connor Daly very quick away in the ART machine on the right-hand side of your screen. They break down into the Rettifilio, and that is a calamitous mistake. Dino Zamparelli, I think that is, has come from a long way back and hit his teammate Teo Elinas. The unthinkable has happened at turn 1. Championship contender Teo Elinas is out, and it's his teammate that has hit him. The rest of the grid managed to make it through, and that's Connor Daly with a right front puncher into the Della Roggia. Another championship contender out, so 2 championship contenders gone in 2 corners. Daniil Kvyat still leads into the first Lesmo, but it's an absolute disaster here for Connor Daly and Teo Elinas. But Kvyat very quick away from pole. Look at Zamparelli coming across the grass now, harpoons into the side of his Marussia teammate Teo Elinas, one of the main championship contenders, taken out in turn 1 by his teammate. And Zamparelli will have a lot of questions to answer there. He will not be a popular man in the Marussia garage. Now we're on board with Carlos Sainz. He's putting Elinas under pressure. Very good start from the Spaniard. Watch him get clobbered now. That's Elinas that hits him, who in turn has been hit by Zamparelli and Carlos Sainz Jr. A great little donut to get facing the right direction. No consolation for the Spaniard. That is Elinas. He's just tapped the Red Bull car. But it's this man, Daniil Kvyat. We haven't seen much of him, and that's because he's been out on his own. He's won 5 races in other categories here at the Autodromo Nazionale Monza. He was on pole for the first time ever in his GP3 career, and he's about to cross the line to make it his first ever win in GP3, and what a place to do it. The home of Italian motorsport, in front of the Tifosi. Nick Yellerly across the line in second, then it's Facu Regalia, arm in the air. He knows that that is very important. Lewis Williamson is 4th. Round 7 and race 2 of the 2013 GP3 series. The cars are lining up on the grid here at the Autodromo Nazionale Monza. That is Charlie Whiting and Leon Price on the start gantry. Charlie Whiting will play the pivotal part of turning the lights off, and Leon Price, the technical manager here at GP3. The green flag waves, the red light builds, so do the engine revs. Watch your poleman Niederhauser. He's slow away, he's stalled in fact, and that looks as though it is Harvey who's very quick away, and I didn't see who's caught the back of Niederhauser. I was panicking because that is so often the case, and that is another big crash at turn 1. That looks as though it is Teo Elinas who has run over the back of one of the cars in front. Viso Yu is out on the left-hand side of the screen. So more carnage here at Monza, down into the Rettifilio. And the GP3 drivers haven't got it right here at Monza in terms of their approach to watch Niederhauser on the right-hand side of your screen. And it was Courjus who was very quick away, unsighted. Viso Yu almost collected him, and Fontana with absolutely nowhere to go. Now watch, Ryan Cullen just gets it all too wrong into Venturini. And there's no excuse. The young Brit, look, left his braking way too late. And it's a real shame, because that is Venturini's race done. Look, Viso Yu at the last minute, and I have to say that's incredibly scary for Fontana, because that was a big impact and there's just nothing you can do. And look at the wheel and the energy dissipated. Jack Harvey leads this race from Alexander Sims, the two Brits, first and second. Harvey with the jump, Sims going with him. Regalia finds himself back in third position. He just keeps doing it, doesn't he, the Argentine? I won't jinx him anymore, but he's got Williamson behind him, and then Courjus. And then it's Nick Yellerly, yesterday's podium man, and Sims immediately under pressure from Facu Regalia, who is racing down into the Rettifilo. Sims breaks very late, trying to keep it on the outside. Regalia runs him wide, and that is Williamson and Yellerly going straight on. Harvey gets through. Regalia is also through. Williamson, sorry, didn't go through the chicane. He's battling it. Well, yes, he did, because no, he didn't. That's Sims that he's battling with. So Melville McKee was the Bamboo Engineering car going through the Rettifilo. And that is Courjus around the outside of Alexander Sims. And here comes Daniil Kvyat, yesterday's race winner. Or, yes, it is. He's going to have no drag, so he's going to be incredibly quick in a straight line. And someone spinning coming out of the Variante Ascari is Courjus. Putting... Oh, there you go. That is just absolutely horrendous driving by Jimmy Eriksson. What was he doing? Getting in the way of the lead battle with no rear wing, and Nick Yellerly quite rightfully out of the car, hands aloft, because that's ruined his race. Kevin Courjus down into turn one. Daniil Kvyat, he's battling with. That is Melville McKee going through, going straight on. Courjus still with Daniil Kvyat all over the back of him. MW Arden versus Karainen, the drag down to the Della Roggia, downhill braking over the bumps. Who can make it stick? Courjus hangs on to that position. Daniil Kvyat very fast at this stage in the race, as he was yesterday. Daniil Kvyat now looking at the back of Kevin Courjus, who set the fastest lap last time around. Jack Harvey still leads from Regalia, with Lewis Williamson all over the back of the Argentine. And then it is Daniil Kvyat looking very racy behind Kevin Courjus. He toes up alongside down into the Rettifilo. He's going to try and brake later. Courjus having none of it. If you're going to pass Kevin Courjus, you're going to have to work a bit harder than that. Sainz Jr. still in the mix in terms of trying to shake off Alexander Sims, and they have Melville McKee closing up on the pair of them. And Williamson has made it around the outside of our championship leader, Facu Regalia, thinking better of challenging Lewis Williamson by a couple of drivers, Jack Harvey and being one of those. This is his teammate, and that is Courjus and Kvyat. Has Kvyat got past Courjus? He has. That was a replay of the move for position. So Kvyat now in to the all-important fourth place. The Karainen GP runner, and Kvyat around the outside of Facu Regalia, and that is how you settle a championship fight. Put it on the edge and see who blinks first. It was Facu Regalia that got out of it, because he saw Kvyat coming around the outside, and you will not see a more dominant pass than that all day long. That is Daniil Kvyat, second place in the championship, putting one over the championship leader, Facu Regalia. 290 clicks, these GP3 cars, and if you get together, they had a very lucky escape, because that could have been a very nasty incident indeed. So somewhere along the line, as we're watching that replay, Kvyat has caught Williamson. He's made a mistake, and now Kvyat is ahead of the Bamboo Engineering entry. Lewis Williamson has made a mistake somewhere, dropped back into the clutches of Daniil Kvyat. Somewhere in the two Lesmos, Kvyat has managed to close on Lewis Williamson and made the move into the entry of the Variante Ascari. Now they're down into the Parabolica, and Daniil Kvyat is looking very racy out front, snaking down the start and finish straight, trying to break the toe of Lewis Williamson, whilst keeping one eye out front on Jack Harvey. Williamson trying to send it up the inside and just about gets out of it as Carlos Sainz Jr. locks his rears and almost slides in to Kevin Courjus. Daniil Kvyat closing up to the back of Jack Harvey, but I don't think he's going to be close enough to make this stick, and this is a real championship contender's drive from Daniil Kvyat. He's been tigerish all weekend, and Connor Daly now turns Sainz's race from bad to worse, but Jack Harvey is across the line to take the checkered flag and his second win of the 2013 campaign. Daniil Kvyat across the line in second, Lewis Williamson third, Facu Regalia fourth,